mud. You better hire him on, he's the roughest neck around. He got the power in his hands to pull the dragons from the ground, yeah. 35 below or it's 98 above, and he's working through it all, 'cause baby, this is what he loves. Drives 150 miles, like sure his kids are doing fine, and he sees them when he can, but he's married to his iron. You better hire him on, he's the roughest neck around. He got the power in his hands, he's pulling dragons from the ground, yeah. He's a good hand to have on, and he's throwing on the tom, spinning a chain and sliding high side all night long, and he's tripping in his pipe, and he torques it good and tight, and you gotta figure it, he's got his mud weight right. You better hire him on, 'cause he's better than the rest. He got the power in his hands and the dragons in his chest, yeah. Frozen coveralls on, and he's drilling by the inch, and he's hauling on the winch, taking fuel from the tanks on his short chain shift. You better hire him on, he's the roughest neck around. He got the power in his hands to pull the dragons from the ground. Yeah, you better hire him on, 'cause he's better than the rest. He got the power in his heart and the dragons in his chest, yeah.
Let me tell you all a little story about the hard-working O-rig hands. There's a derrick man, tool pusher, roustabout, a roughneck driller, and a company man. Just listen a while and I'll tell you about the different jobs all of them do. How they keep the rig running good and smooth, to bring the oil to me and you. Well, the derrick man checks and doctors the mud, making sure that it's pumping just right. Then it's up on the board when the rig starts tripping, unlatching and setting back pipe. Going into the hole, he latches on the stand, and the motor man tails it in. Then the lead tong stabs it to make it up, and then they do it all over again. Listen while I tell my story about the hard-working O-rig hands, about the derrick man, tool pusher, roustabout, a roughneck driller, and the company man. Now the tool pusher is a straw boss, he's over all of the O-rig hands. He makes sure everybody does a job they should and gets his orders from the company man. He keeps the rig supplied with everything it needs to make sure all the work gets done. He's the man in charge, and when they're pushing him hard, now he can be a real son of a gun. Well, the roustabout, he's the lowest man on the O-rig totem pole. He gets the dirty jobs nobody else wants. Clean up is his main role. You know, he paints the derrick and he unloads pipe, and he works with the workboat crew. You're gonna make a roughneck if he don't die first. That's the main thing he wants to do. Listen while I tell my story about the hard-working O-rig hands, about the derrick man, tool pusher, roustabout, a roughneck driller, and the company man. Now the roughneck is the backbone of the driller rig, that's for sure. He spends most of his time working long, hard hours on the dirty old drilling floor. Some days he works, and when he feels so bad, if he died he wouldn't care. 'Cause when he should have been sleeping last night, he was out chasing women and drinking beer. Now the driller's in charge of drilling the hole. He's the boss of the roughneck hands. You know he runs a rig when he's on the floor. He's a tool pusher, right-hand man. Going into the hole, he watches all the gauges, and he keeps the operation tight. And when they make a round trip just to change a bit, he sees to it that they do it just right.